subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
What's up, Lady Justice? Hop on in, ma'am. So
Hello.
there you are. What's up, dear?
Okay, I just want to come in and say this is an excellent space. You are doing an excellent job, and just keep on doing what you're doing. I'm loving it.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Miss Lady Justice.
All right.
Let's get what's your name? You don't Beans Mama?
That is my name, sir.
That's an
It's nice
interesting
to
name.
meet you.
It's nice to meet you. What does Beans?
I couldn't tell you, sir, but I would like to say that we need to spread love.
Okay. How
We
do
all
we do
do.
that?
We just need to. Everyone just needs to be kind to each other.
Now, Beans, where you from?
I'm from Arizona, but I'm in Watsonville, California right now.
Oh, okay. Now you sound like a very young gentleman. How old are you, sir?
I'm 17 years old.
Oh, 17. Okay. When's your birthday, brother?
My birthday is in November, so I will
Okay.
be 18 in a month.
Okay, you're about to be a grown man. You going to college?
I will be. I'll be attending ASU.
Oh, cool, man. Congratulations. So now, what makes you think we need to spread love? Why do you think there's not enough love being spread?
I mean, there's a lot of love being spread. There's so many people here. I just wanted to tell everyone to make sure we're all spreading it.
Yes, indeed. Now, let me ask you this. You familiar with the George Floyd case, right?
I am.
Do you think George Floyd was killed or did he die of fentanyl?
Sir, I couldn't tell you, and I honestly, will any of us ever know?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the video. So yeah, we saw the video of him getting killed with the knee on his neck, right?
Yeah, actually, that was pretty. It was. I mean, sir, I was only like what 13 when that came out. Uh, I would say it was probably a combined thing. It wasn't. They shouldn't have been putting their knee on his neck like that, and he definitely should not have been doing fentanyl. They probably should have handled that first. If that makes sense.
Okay, so you think fentanyl had something to do with it?
Probably, most likely. They said, wasn't it in his system? I mean, I don't believe the autopsies. It was kind of whack.
Right. It might have been, but yeah, that we saw him getting choked to death though.
Yeah,
So if you're going to spread love, you got to spread truth.
true.
You see, so when y'all come in here talking about how we need to spread love, and then you start going along with some of these white supremacist talking points, and that's where we got to question your sincerity, right?
Mm. Well, my bad, sir. I was trying to have everyone have a good day.
All right, go. Let me let you get up out of here. That's our
Have a good.
family. Don't let them come in here with that bullshit. Family, don't let them run that game. I always do that with these folks. They come in talking about let's love one another, brother. I see a lot of people that just want to spread the love, dude. I just want to share some warmth and some harmony, dude. Yeah, really. Okay. See, understand how white supremacy works, family. White supremacy is not about just being mean to you personally. You understand? See, that's where black people get it twisted. That's why I have these conversations with these suspected white supremacists. You black people think if a white person ain't frothing at the mouth, yelling at them and yelling the N-word, oh, they're cool. No. No. The mouth frothing white supremacist, he's not a problem. It's the ones who's smiling. The ones who are problematic are the ones who's skinning and grinning. Hey, brother, yeah, I'm your Christian brother in the word of Christ, dude. No, you let them keep talking. They talk all of that. We're brothers, but they want power to be maintained in white hands. When people tell you that George Floyd might have died of fentanyl, that's a person who wants to maintain white power and they want power in white hands. That's all that means. Because that means you are still on the code of collective lying, which is the root and foundation of white supremacy. White supremacy, it's codified by collective lying. Yeah? That's why you call that out. Because, see, there's a myth of white innocence. If you see people promoting the myth of white innocence, that's not your friend. That's a person who's trying to dominate you with a smile. See, this is what, when they start talking that fentanyl and all that shit with George Floyd, what they're really trying to say is the white man who killed him is really innocent and he should be let out of jail. See, the myth of white innocence, that's a psychological and legal institutional weapon that sustains global white supremacist domination. I want to drill this into y'all heads, family. Default innocence is a starting point for white supremacy. Any interaction between whites and blacks, the white person is given the presumption of innocence before anything is established. Police, courts, the media, they automatically assume that white people acted reasonably, while the black people must prove their innocence with overwhelming evidence. So that default innocence, that skews the scales of justice. And also they have this thing of whiteness being a moral authority. See, white supremacy, they position whiteness as synonymous with morality, civilization, and trustworthiness. Even when a white person commits an obvious crime, they're framed as good people who just made a mistake, rather than them being inherently criminal. So that framing, it let white people maintain innocence while projecting criminality onto black people. Just like with the Charlie Kirk thing. He got popped by a white man. You don't hear shit about that white man who popped Charlie Kirk. They don't talk about him. Notice that? You don't hear nothing about that dude. And when, remember, I was up here debating a white supremacist woman, and we brought him up, and she was like, "Well, he was a baby. He didn't know what he was doing. He's only 22. He doesn't know. He's a baby." They're still splaining for that dude. He's still innocent. He got manipulated. Oh, the black folks did some hoodoo. They were blaming us. A white man shot Charlie Kirk, and they call up here blaming us. You guys killed him. Like, huh? What? Y'all got to understand how that presumption of innocence thing is a major thing in white supremacy culture. See, that innocence through narrative control. See, the media, they play a crucial role in sanitizing white violence and villainizing black victims. So, like when a black person is harmed, the black victim is often smeared with a lot of irrelevant details. Well, he smoked weed, had a screwdriver in his backpack, he got suspended from school. You understand? Y'all remember Harimbi? I think that was the ape, that one of those gorillas, I think it was Harimbi, this black kid fell in the thing. I think they had to kill the ape or some shit. Was that in Ohio? Y'all remember that? And the white people were mad that they had to kill the ape. They were mad that the gorilla had to get put down to save a black kid. And then the media start talking about whether this child's father had a felony. Like, what? Really? What? They start talking about the dad's criminal record. Like, what the hell does that have to do with the kid falling into a damn gorilla sanctuary? What the hell? Well, the mama was on food stamps, and what? Just random, irrelevant information to sully the image of the boy. Now, when it's a white aggressor, they're always humanized. When it's a white aggressor, when a white person goes shoots up an orphanage or shoots up a Catholic school, or they go find a picture of the white man playing with kittens, and they make the white man look as innocent as possible. They have every excuse in the world. Oh, well, he was going through pressure. He didn't know. Oh, there were some things. He had got fired from his job, and a lot of the jobs are being sent overseas. It was because of Obama. Obama sent those jobs. They'll find a black person to blame the shit on. When a white person does something, they find a black person to blame it on. Remember the white boy shot up the detention center, the ICE centers down there in Dallas? They start, well, you know what? It was goddamn, um, it was Hakeem Jeffries. He was using inflammatory language. Oh God, the white man shot up the detention center because of goddamn Maxine Waters. She pulled some hoodoo dust from under her wig and blew it on him. They were just saying any damn thing. The white aggressors are always humanized. Oh, he loved his community. We didn't know. They tried that with Jeffrey Dahmer. Y'all remember that movie about Jeffrey Dahmer? That movie, they kept throwing little Easter eggs in there to kind of explain why he was crazy as cat shit and going around here eating niggas. Well, Jeffrey Dahmer, his mother was on when she was pregnant with Jeffrey, she was on this new drug, these new prenatal drugs that were untested, and it was the pharmaceutical companies run by the Jews. They were trying to go that route. They were trying to blame his mama using some pharmaceutical prenatal drugs that made him eat people. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. All that damn splaining. Anytime they do something, boy, they splain away. But if a black person does something, oh God, it's black culture. Oh God, the goddamn black culture, these demonic Negroes. Oh God. We need more laws. Speaking of Ohio, they're trying to do a law because what's his name? The black father whose son was killed by a race soldier, and he went out there and allegedly ran down uh, um, somebody from the force, boy, and they really feel a certain way about that. So now they're talking about stopping people who's convicted of violent crimes from raising money on crowdfunding sites because I guess people were raising money for him. So, they're trying to throw some more laws out there to undermine people trying to, well, black people. It's really for black people. They don't want black people having the resources to try to fight for any kind of justice for themselves. Dr. Davinsky, speaking of white supremacy, what's up, Dr. Davinsky? Hop on in here. Dr. Davinsky in the building. What's up, Dr. Davinsky?
Salam alaikum, brother Tariq. So, I was in Samana, the Dominican Republic, and I saw some filthy FBA tethers. Did you know that there's FBA tethers here? They're called the Samana Americans. They speak English. They haven't assimilated. They ran away. Instead of building up America, they fled. So, what do you have to say to the FBA tethers here, foundational Black Americans that ran away to the Dominican Republic?
What they run away from?
uh, After slavery, instead of like picking themselves up by the bootstraps and building a nice nation, they just fled to this nice tropical paradise. They look like FBA tethers, FBA tethers. That's what they are. We got to call them out. We got to be consistent.
Why they go? So, what would be the benefit of going to a third world country, basically?
Well, America wasn't that rich at that time, so they saw an opportunity here, and they fled. And they didn't. They speak English. They're Pentecostals. An alien culture, really. So, I just thought it was interesting that there's FBA tethers as well.
What about what 4, 5 of them? It ain't a lot.
There's a few hundred of them.
No, no,
They're all
no.
there's
We
quite a lot of them.
wouldn't leave to go to a third world country.
But the point is that they fled when the Dominican Republic was better for them. The same way
How,
that tethers flee to
how
America
so? When?
because it's better.
When? What year did they flee? What year did they leave here?
I think it's like the 1800s.
Really? How would they leave? And why would they leave? Were they leaving during slavery? Were they runaway slaves?
I think slavery was over. It was like after slavery just
So
ended.
you don't know. You're just guessing. So you can't really speak on why they're there. You don't know. You're just kind of saying.
I know that they fled to a better land and they haven't integrated. They're out there
It
speaking English. They're not.
sound like these are some people who were probably runaway slaves, because there would be.
Why didn't they stay and fight? Like if they were runaway slaves, they could have stayed and fought, instead of fleeing.
And damn, you can't fight a damn army by yourself. And if they probably couldn't get to the Great Dismal.
What about the Somalis that are fighting a civil war? Do they have can they flee to Minnesota, or do they have to stay in Somalia and fight the army?
Well, no, they're starving over there, so it's not really going. Uh,
Tariq, you need to make your next documentary on the FBA tethers down here, because there's a big problem. They've got a whole like little peninsula there, and like the Dominicans are like, who are these like foreign tethers? They're out there just like listening to rap music and twerking, and they're not
how they listening to
integrated.
how they listening to rap music, and rap wasn't even a thing in the 1800s.
Well, they're borrowing it from the FBA's. You know,
Are they going
their ethnic.
sound like they might be going back and forth? So they're just vacationing out there.
No. The salmon are been here for hundreds of years, but then obviously you got a lot of FBA sex pests that come down here and disrupt the local economy with their
Like you,
horniness.
like
No, I'm
that's
what
you.
you call an I'm an expat.
No. You're a professional trick, sir.
No,
You ex.
pass,
No, you ex pussy. You go out there and get some ex pussy.
passport bros are black. I'm an expat. It's more sophisticated.
Mhm. No. How long you been out there in the Dominican Republic?
About a year.
Yeah, so you out there just making some good tricking moves.
Technically, I'm an illegal immigrant.
So you out there illegally?
I shouldn't say that actually. I'm leaving soon though. I'm leaving soon. But yeah, no, you should look into the Seminar Americans, the FBA tethers. I mean, that would be great for because yeah, I mean, I guess people flee when they don't want to fight, and you know, I guess like the FBAs were like, well, let's flee to a better land, tropical paradise, and that's what happened.
No, because you're not explaining it. You're being very vague and you're being very disingenuous with who they are and when they moved out there.
They look like FBA trade day down in the
Listen,
listeners.
okay, yeah, they came out there. Okay, they went out there in the 1820s. Okay, yeah, they went out there in the 1820s and they
They fled out here in the 1820s. You mean?
no, well they
Let's use the right verbiage.
well yeah, you're talking about the height of goddamn slavery, and they went out there because Dessalines and the Haitians said that black people can come out there. So that it was really I think it was still kind of under Haitian rule at the time. So they weren't going to the Dominican Republic. They were going.
Well, the Haitians killed all the beautiful mulattoes and white people.
Yeah, like okay, yeah, okay. Now I know what you're talking. Okay, there you always got to filter through white supremacist lies.
No, but why didn't they free themselves in America? Why did they have to run here? Why did they have to flee to the DR?
Prison, it was the whole country was a damn prison colony. So people were getting off the plantation, going anywhere they can go to get off the damn plantation. Yeah,
Yeah,
when
but
people,
this isn't the United States. I mean, this is an island in the Caribbean.
but
They
yeah,
fled all the
what
way
happened?
down here in little boats.
No, it wasn't the damn Dominican Republic at the time.
It's no different what the Venezuelans are doing in the banana boats or the Guatemalans.
Uh,
Like the
See, you got to put everything in context. At the time, it was still under Haitian rule, so they weren't going out there to do all that Dominican shit because the Dominican Republic didn't exist. They wanted to go to a free black nation state. There's nothing wrong.
also you're a Pan Africanist now.
I'm a Pan Africanist.
Well, you're saying FBAs can move to Haiti to a black free state, so why can't Africans move to FBA homelands?
Okay, there's 43 million foundational Black Americans. They can do what the hell they want to do.
So you have no problem with the African tethers coming across to America?
No, not all of them. Just the tether class who want to undermine us. They're cool.
So the only problem you have is with the ones that come over and undermine. You wouldn't care if there was millions and millions of like Nigerians and West Africans coming to America and becoming citizens.
Yeah, if it's millions and millions of people, just any goddamn body, that would be too much of a strain on our resources. That's why so many people are pushing back against that. So the thing is, just like when there's too many invaders, when there's too many people, it becomes a damn invasion. Just like your family invaded Australia and just started killing off people.
No, we built Australia
No, man,
from the Stone Age.
you guys were a bunch of criminals. They sent a bunch of damn.
No, we were slaves.
No. You guys were that was a penal colony.
Yeah,
They,
but the crimes we were sent there for were like stealing a loaf of bread to feed your family,
yeah,
very minor offenses. If you were in the predicament of
oh,
either stealing a loaf of
No, 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 no. Y'all were more. It was no, y'all weren't that innocent. Here's that old white innocent shit. Hey, we were just getting a lay for bread for our families. Y'all were pretty violent in England.
No, 80% were like menial offenses, like misdemeanors in
I mean,
today's.
okay, people was because when y'all went out there, y'all were killing innocent people for fun. So it wasn't bread stealers out there killing people. It was murderers and damn
I mean,
degenerates.
that was the colonial masters, but my people were Irish slaves.
It was those criminal ass white supremacists, your ancestors out there just killing people for fun. Y'all
And
went over
when your FBA answer,
y'all went over there to Tasmania and killed everybody. You wiped out everybody in Tasmania. Y'all did a whole damn genocide of the Aboriginal people there. These weren't loaf of bread stealers. These were degenerate ass criminals, sir. All right.
that was one tiny little island. When your FBA ancestors fled to the beautiful Dominican Republic and teamed up with the Haitian, dusty Haitians, did you kill the beautiful mulattoes and white people here? Because there was a genocide on this island.
No, no, no. All they had to do is smash some of the white women and made everybody black. That's all they did. They were killing.
No, no, no. There was a mass genocide of the mulattoes, the beautiful mulattoes and the beautiful white people. And
No, well,
yeah,
the white supremacists got, knocked the hell up out of there because they wanted to maintain slavery. So yes, Dessalines and those guys start wiping the white
but
supremacists up.
then they ended up enslaving the beautiful Dominicans.
And the thing is, you had some of these mulattoes who were part of the buffer class, and they wanted white mommy and white daddy back. So they were going to try to undermine some of the black people, and they said we're going to have to get rid of some of your asses too. So
So
yeah,
when
that
your FBA ancestors fled the Samanar Americans to the DR, did they participate in the genocide of the whites and the mulattoes?
didn't, and they had an ethnogenesis, so they became a whole different ethnic group over there. See how that
No,
works?
no, they're Samanar Americans. Americans. They haven't integrated. They're still American. They still
No, no, no.
speak English. They go to they go to different churches. They listen to different music. Um,
They still had an
Complete tethers.
they had an ethnogenesis. If they've been over there since the 1820s, yeah, we've gotten a whole
Why are they
different
called Samanar Americans?
based on part of their lineage. But the thing is, they are another ethnic group. They
Are they
had an
FBA?
not really because they had an ethnogenesis. They don't have the same continuity as us. They've been over there since the 1800s. So yeah, they have a whole different culture. They have a
So,
whole different. Now let me ask you this, because here's the thing: if they were to come back here, they would have to go through an immigration process.
mhm.
So yeah, if you got to go through an
There have
immigration,
been no. There have been like kind of protesting with officials to get citizenship. So they have been trying to get a right of return. There has been some movement. I was reading a
yeah,
Guardian article about it, how they are kind of lobbying the American government to issue them American citizenship.
they're not FBAs no more. They had an ethnogenesis. They can't come back over here unless they get certain
Well, they're
paperwork.
certainly not Dominicans. They're some kind of tethers. I saw them there.
They're not, they're not FBA. They had an ethnogenesis, just like we. They say we came from West Africa. I'm not West African. Yeah, they always say that we're West. We from Nigeria. We're from Ghana. We're this. We're that. I ain't got no citizenship over there. I'm not.
But you have the right to return to Ghana, right?
Oh no! But do you know the paperwork process? It's an insane paperwork process, and you don't really get real citizenship over there. They say this right to return. You can come over there and give them some tourism money. So yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, it's not.
Where was the best country you went in Africa? Did you go to Tanzania?
I did go to Tanzania. I think to me, my favorite country is Zimbabwe. I had a great time in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, because they killed all the whites there too.
Oh, that,
You meant Rhodesia, right? The beautiful country of Rhodesia.
oh yeah. Cecil Rose with his sassy, Cecil Rose was a big old white punk. He was a big old queen. Bug
Uh,
But yeah, they got rid of the white supremacists out there. But I like Zimbabwe. Very,
was that your favorite reason? Because they kicked out the whites?
I didn't even think of it like that. I didn't. Yeah, you just reminded me they did kick out all the whites. Y'all think like that. I
And then they went into hyperinflation and they couldn't feed themselves and they begged the white farmers to come back.
that's a lie that y'all tell each other. I've been out there. There's black farmers all over there. I was kicked. I was out there, black farmers. Yeah, white. Y'all think white supremacists from a culture that's not even an agrarian culture taught somebody how to cultivate food and grow? What did y'all know about cultivating food?
Well, en masse we did.
Oh yeah,
Like when it comes to modern farming,
no, y'all didn't know how to.
like growing some yams in the ground is different from like feeding a few million people.
Y'all don't know your economy, your soil and your agriculture out there ain't really built for mass feeding and all. Yeah, that's why y'all had to leave. Y'all didn't have no nothing out there. Y'all had to get on ships and go across the world to get some salt and pepper and some cinnamon and shit. So yeah, come on now.
Trey, Tariq, why is it so? I saw your video, your photos from the Hidden History Museum, and I saw the one employee you had was a Teva Hispanic security guard. Could you not at least hire a black security guard for a black museum?
Well, we go through a security firm, so they send whoever. So yeah, we got a security firm that we go through. So sometimes they'll send black ones, sometimes they'll send some Hispanics. So as long as they do a good job, we don't discriminate. So yeah, we go through.
Uh,
Everything is real professional with what we do. We go through um, legal bartending services, licensed security firms. Everything is on the up and up. So yeah,
when,
you white
when's the next
supremacists,
comedy night
y'all white
you having there?
y'all white supremacists just be doing shit all willy nilly. Y'all do shit all under the table because y'all get away with it. No, we don't. We like doing things.
So that wasn't an illegal.
The what now?
That wasn't an illegal immigrant.
No, 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 no. Yeah, you white supremacists are used to doing shit because y'all never get caught or never get punished for it. So y'all do all types of illegal shit. So we can't do that. We have to be by the book, and I wouldn't want to do anything illegal anyway. So when you gonna come by the museum, man? When you gonna come out here?
I wanna come. Like I'm trying to get kind of some clout with Johnny Somali if he gets back, and then I want to actually come out and do a documentary on the museum. Like I'd love to do that. So
Now come on out.
um,
We'll because we feed people when they come out. So I'll see if we got some we can make mayo sandwiches. We can get some tuna.
no, it'd be funny. I want to come out with a few people and like go through the. Did you end up getting that Louisiana boat riot chair? I heard that you've got that behind like a red. Uh, like a red tape. Is that true? Did you get that thing? I remember you trying to source that.
What? Slow down. What are you saying? I don't know what you're saying. Slow down. Did I do what? Slow down because you're just saying shit and you kind of giggling or what? Did I get who? Unmute your mic.
Remember there was that Louisiana boat riot, right? And like the white kind of hillbillies were beating up that black security guard, and then you had a bunch of blacks swim the shore, and it was like a
Oh,
big
that wasn't.
rumble.
That was in Montgomery, Alabama. That's okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Did you end up getting that chair? I heard it's like behind some red tape there.
At the museum? No,
Yeah,
I would like that chair. I would love that chair. I would love to find it.
that shit would be hilarious. All right, man. Well, I'll
Let you go back and get your tricking off up there in out there in the Dominican Republic. All right. All right. Let's get brother King Cooper.
Hey, what's going on, Tariq?
What's up, King? How are you?
No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. First thing first, RIP Black Voltron. I don't know if you heard the news or not, but RIP our brother. Dr. Davinsky.
Hold on.
I,
I mean, what happened? What happened with Black Voltron?
yeah, I don't know if you seen Nicety Girl. She posted it about 3 hours ago. Apparently our brother done transition.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Nice to you in here, sis. Okay. Hold on. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, she posted about 3 hours ago, bro. But
Okay, I didn't know that. But go ahead, brother. What else is happening?
oh yeah, no, I was about to ask some of the Davinsky's white supremacist ass, but it seemed like he done dropped off. Since he's out here, what I was gonna say, I do find it interesting that lately, there's been more tethers coming into this space, especially with midterms coming up. Because when Trump first got in office, the tethers was on the run. When they did pop into our spaces, all they doing was crying because everybody was scared about they folks being deported. But it just seems like maybe the Democrats are opening up their wallet a little bit more, which is incentivizing these tellers to try to disrupt our energy. What do you think about that?
Yeah, and I agree. Yeah, and we're going to start seeing more of that when the midterms and all that pull up. We're going to see a lot of these tethers coming in because, a lot of them are paid ops, and their job is to come in and try to derail and deflate conversations about tangibles. All right, but let's get ABM2.
Yeah, real quick, man. Like, I'm from Zimbabwe.
Yeah,
I just want to say, I'm happy to hear you give it up for Zimbabwe because, if it wasn't for Robert Mugabe, then Abraham Traore would not be walking right now.
yeah,
Right, like Burkina Faso right now, what it's doing is because of what Zimbabwe has been doing,
yeah.
and it was punished for that, and we have fought through that. Um, and right now, like, anyways, like, I don't want to talk about the laws and everything, but I just wanted to just say thank you for acknowledging that Zimbabwe has been the stalwart.
Oh, yeah.
A little country of 17 million people has been fighting against white supremacy and is still fighting against white supremacy. If you want some land, your only passport is your blackness in Zimbabwe. I tell go there and tell them that your blackness sent you.
Yes, indeed.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Thank
All right,
you.
that's Zimbabwe.
Yes, indeed. Now, yeah, the people are beautiful in Zimbabwe. They treated me very well. Very lovely people. I love them to death in Zimbabwe. Um, and just as far as the landscape, it's beautiful out there. Very beautiful country, wonderful people. I went over there by Mugabe's house, had a real big compound. Just phenomenal people out there in Zimbabwe. Phenomenal folks out there. They had a big feast for me. They rolled out the red carpet for me. It was like coming to America. It was popping.